Smiles, hand pats, postures, and a pat on the back even. What does it all mean? There was a lot to take note of in the body language between President Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin at Friday's Alaska summit. Those nonverbal
cues from the two leaders. Here to help us break it all down is body language expert Mary Civiello. Mary, great to see you. So much can be said without words, that's why we have you here. A lot of analysts agree that Putin came into this meeting with a great advantage, an invitation to U.S. soil without concessions. The two presidents met on the red carpet that was rolled out, applause even, a handshake, and even Trump patting the back of Putin's hand. So in that sequence, what did you see? Mary Civiello. I saw two men coming together who hadn't seen each other in a while, almost like, good to see you again. It was all systems go. Very friendly on both sides. Trump was the gracious host, and Putin looked thrilled to be there. Then, as you see here, they're walking on the red carpet, and eventually they kind of saunter off toward Trump's limo. The beast, Putin, was smiling, looking genuinely joyful in the back seat, almost making sure the cameras caught him. Anger. What do you make of that? Mary Civiello. From the start, and really throughout, Putin looked like he was enjoying himself. This was fantastic for him. And that contrast is even more noticeable if you think back to Helsinki in 2018. Back then, after their meeting, Putin looked slouched, almost like he didn't want to be there. But this time, it was like watching a kid in a candy store. Anger. Interesting. Do you think he was surprised by the red carpet treatment, or did he expect it? Mary Civiello. I think he knew this was already a win. Just arriving with that kind of fanfare, the applause, the red carpet, he couldn't have asked for a better greeting, and regardless of the outcome, this alone was a big win for Putin. The biggest contrast, Frederica, was before and after. At the start, it was all systems go to leaders ready to get some work done, but afterward, it was much more subdued. At the podiums, Trump deferred to Putin, letting him start. Putin went on about Alaska, history, and being neighborly. And you know, when you're at a conference table and someone is talking at length without saying much of interest, you can see people disengage. That's what Trump looked like. About 90% of the time, he was standing there at the podium, staring out into the audience, not really reacting. Occasionally, he'd turn his torso slightly toward Putin, but for the most part, he looked checked out. We didn't really move the needle until certain points, and then, fast forward to the end of the press conference, Putin seemed to surprise Trump. That's my interpretation, but I'd love to hear yours. He surprised Trump by suddenly speaking in English and then saying, "Next time, Moscow, take a listen again, Mr. President. I'd like to thank you very much, and we'll speak to you very soon and probably see you again very soon. Trump, thank you very much. Vladimir, next time in Moscow, That's an interesting one. I'll get a little heat on that, but I could see it possibly happening. Thank you very much, Vladimir, and thank you all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, what did you read there? Mary Civiello. That was interesting. There could be some trouble with that one. I'm not sure what to think. But I do believe Trump handled it very well. He made no commitment, but Putin was clearly ready with that line. He had planned it, and it got a reaction. That's when Trump really engaged. He made eye contact. But for the vast majority of the time that Putin was speaking, Trump just stared straight out. The only movement came when he'd occasionally do a torso turn, like, well, I guess this is just starting, then turn back again. So, overall, it wasn't working the way Trump wanted. But Putin definitely got his moment in there with next time. Moscow, anchor. That's right. We'll have you back, because there may be more meetings ahead. Who knows if Putin will be involved? But we do know there's one with Zelensky. On Monday. Mary Civiello. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Mary Civiello. Good to see you. Thank you. Anchor. All right.